I started the show by telling you Mr. Otile Brown brought us the Wahenga and Wahanguzi accent. I am not kidding. He sounded like kijana wa wanaitwaje vijana wa
Wabara.
pwani.
Okay.
Jamani, sisi ndio wabara.
Oh, okay.
Sisi ndio wabara, wao ni wenye pwanini.
I don't know the difference.
Kwenye bichi. And he was speaking about that particular thing, language and language barriers, as the hugest hindrance within the music industry in Kenya, and what is causing our music not to get to the levels which Nigerian music has gotten to, and all of that. And I listened to his sentiments, and I agreed to an extent. However, at that some point, I was caught by a thought, which was, all right, he's saying that Kenyan music doesn't cross borders because of the language that we use, which is Swahili. And I'm like, all right, I see how that would be, because if you don't understand the music, it might not trend. But then I asked myself, hang on, hold up. What do Kwaito and Amapiano musicians sing? Is that English? All right? You will listen to someone like even Brandy Minor, who came up with who is always coming up with these interesting beats of Amapiano, and some of the words that she uses aren't even words that exist in any language. These are words she's coming up with just to create the music, all right? And the song will trend and it will boom and everyone will love it. We see Akina, what's his name? This Mafurisa, Mafirosa, those guys creating music, and it's not in Swahili, yeah? I am quite puzzled by the fact that even Nigerian music isn't fully English. It's Pidgini. It's their Pidgini. Ni kama Shenyao.
They have white people saying Igbo and Shayo.
Igbo and Shayo
okay?
is not English. Even us, we have to Google it after. So the question is, are we really saying that Kiswahili is boring? Is that what we're saying now? Because ultimately, yes, I understand musicians are really doing well. And true to it, a lot of musicians have made such strides and have gone so far before others. The levels to which Akina Vultures, for example, were now in their space versus the levels to which Akina Calligraph Jones, for example, are now, are leaps and bounds, as in artists are doing a lot. We've seen the new mom, what's her name? Nadia Mokami. Nadia Mokami, just fresh out of getting a baby. She is out, she is performing, she's doing her thing, and she's doing good work. So what I can say is Kenyan music is just a matter of time. It's not really any hindrances that are in how we sound. It's just a matter of time. Just give it a bit. I think we are going in the right direction, and if we keep pushing, if artists keep pushing themselves the way they're pushing themselves, and if us as fans keep pushing artists to do better, we are going somewhere. Give it a decade. We're going to be the sound of Africa. Just hold on. You will see.
Exactly. But I think Kiswahili is not the problem here at all. And also some little shade, because what is this show without a bit of shade? And I'm just thinking, Otile Brown is just like Ambare. It's just the female version of Ambare, okay? These people are so attractive until the minute they start speaking English. And all of a sudden you want to ask, what's happening? What is this? And now you want to tell us, you who could barely communicate in the language you want us to communicate by, are now telling us, oh, Kiswahili is the hindrance. Kiswahili. No! Can you do what you do most, okay? If you use that Swahili and you put out very good music in Swahili, it will go leaps and bounds and transcend the nation and transcend the continent. And you'll have, Europeans and Russians singing the same Swahili. Why? Because of the quality of it, because of the work that went into it. I'm not saying that people don't work hard, especially musical artists. Yes, munafanya kazi, lakini muendelee kufanya kazi. See ati, because I've done this and this and this, I've done this much, let me now get comfortable and, start waiting for other people to recognize me. Can you go out of the country? Can you figure out how to network with other people?
Even
Can you do what
locally.
Nigerians are doing? Just be G2, just be always out there. Stop trying to figure out who are we going to blame for the fact that 89 songs out of 100 on Apple Music were from another country, not our country. Stop trying that, okay? What's Sauti Sol doing? Sauti Sol is leaps and bounds. They're out here in the world. most of the songs, some of them are not even in English. So please, that was an excuse. That was a real
And show
Otile.
up. I feel like PR is another thing that people aren't doing. Kenyan artists are so hell-bent on keeping their lives private that we forget about them. Can you be dramatic?
Well,
As in,
the
how are you
beginning.
called for an interview and you don't show up? That doesn't make sense to me. That's publicity for you.
The beginning of that interview with Otile Brown. And then I listened to it and then he said, that is why we should be using English. Hey, my God. Can you stick to what you know?
Going the way
Please.
of the colonizer. What do you think? Do you think Swahili is the biggest hindrance for music? Do you think that Otile Brown is actually correct in saying that it's difficult for people to understand you simply because you're speaking in Swahili? Or do you think it's just something is missing and clearly we all haven't figured it out, but we will if we keep pushing the way we're pushing? Let us know your thoughts on this and all of these other stories. Have you slid into Mr. Omanyala's DMs as well? Are you part of the problem that we are talking about? And do you think that OGs in the industry, regardless of your niche, are you an artist, are you a presenter, are you a host, whatever, should really start to give help to people who are upcoming versus trying to castigate them and shame them and, belittle their efforts? For example, Oga Obina versus the Pluto.